back. I'm black. And I'm about to smoke a whole lot of crack. I'm joking. But I'm back, guys. I know I said I was going to be gone for a while, right? And I thought about something real quick, right? I said to myself, let me come back and let me start making YouTube videos again once I'm fully healed, once I'm in a better mind frame, right? But I thought of myself, I said, hold on. I was born and raised in this cult, this Jehovah's Witness cult, born and raised, right? I'm now shunned by my family. I don't think I'm going to be fully healed in a month or two. And in fact, I might be broken, damaged, unhealed for the rest of my life, right? But I'm going to always try to make progress. I'm going to always try to do my best to make sure that I have peace of mind no matter what happens, right? And I had to accept that my family, they may never talk to me ever again. I had to accept that, right? And because of that, a part of me will always be broken. I will always be damaged, because I can't just pretend like my family doesn't exist, right? But however, with that being said, I have to go on with my life. I have to live my life regardless, right? We have one life to live it to the fullest. I will always love my family. I will always be there for them when/if they wake up from that cult that they are trapped in, right? But in the meantime, I gotta keep doing me, right? So I said, while I'm healing, while I'm on this journey, I might as well still keep posting, still keep making videos, right? Because we are all in the same struggle together. There's a lot of ex-JWs who are being shunned by their family and former friends, right? Life goes on. We need that support. So if I can make a video that can that someone can relate to, then I'm doing my I'm good. I'm content with that, right? So without further ado, let's start this. But the last week or so, week or two, it's been pretty rough. But as of today, I'm doing way better today. I'm in a better mind frame. The last several days, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about combating depression, anxiety, and I'm just trying to focus on the positive. Now, when you leave the Jehovah's Witness religion, when you're shunned, right? A lot of us, we're not mentally prepared for what happens next. We're not mentally prepared to deal with the repercussions of being shunned by families and friends, right? But I'm going to keep posting videos because I want people to know that life goes on. I want to be living proof that life goes on for those of us that's being shunned, right? So I've been awake now for 2 years. I've woken up from the Jehovah Witness religion for 2 years. I've done my research. I realized that my entire life was a lie. I was born and raised in this religion, right? Born and raised. And just 2 years ago, I'm in my mid-30s now. I'm 36. 2 years ago, I've done my research. I woken up. I realized, oh shit, this is a lie. Everything, my entire life was a lie. Even though I was inactive twice, I left the organization twice, right? I still believe that it was the truth until 2 years ago. So I was the fellowship for 2 years ago, right? And it was a bittersweet situation because even though I was shunned, right? I needed that time off. I needed that time alone to do some independent thinking for once in my life. That was the first time in my life I was able to think independently without the organization trying to corrupt me, right? Trying to brainwash me. I was out of the organization, right? I did my own research on Reddit, YouTube, Google, and I realized that this is all a lie, right? And that was a lot to take in. I didn't even want to believe it at first. Once I woken up, it was hard for me to fully wake up, right? Because I kept saying to myself, hold on, this is a lie? I was born and raised in this. This is all I know growing up. But when you have facts thrown at you, right? When you have facts, those facts, they overshadow your faith. They overpower your faith, right? And you can't deny facts. Once it's in your face, you can't deny it, right? So, I remember when I was just waking up, right? There was one video that I watched from an apostate, and he was talking about how you can't find the words paradise, earth in the Bible. You can't find a passage where Jesus Christ was talking about paradise, earth. I said, oh, this apostate, he's full of shit. Oh, he's full of shit. I said, let me open my Bible. I'm going to find paradise, earth right now. I'm going to find a passage where Jesus was talking about the paradise, earth. Let me find it, right? So I opened up my Bible. I said, okay, paradise, earth, Jesus talking about paradise. Couldn't find it. Nowhere in the Bible. When someone gives you facts, right? You can have faith all you want. But when someone gives you hardcore facts, those facts overshadow and overpower your faith, right? And once I realized that, I said, oh shit. That was the beginning of me waking up. Because my entire life, I was trained to believe that a paradise earth was coming, right? But if you can't find the words, the two words paradise earth in the Bible, if you can't find a passage in the Bible where Jesus spoke about paradise earth, if that's meant to happen, wouldn't that be in the Bible, right? That would be in the Bible. But you can't find that at all. So, anywho, 2 years I was in fellowship, right? Once I woken up, and I woken up in the beginning of me being in fellowship because I started to do my research, right? So once I woken up, I had 2 years to mentally prepare for what would happen next. Because I knew one day I was going to be reinstated, right? And once I got reinstated after 2 years, the day came when I was going to approach my family. And I couldn't hold it back, right? Because I said to myself, hold on, I have facts that this is not the truth. I have facts that my family, they're being lied to, right? So I'm gonna show my family these facts, and we're all gonna leave this bitch. We're all gonna leave the watchtower, right? We're gonna leave as a family, because I have hardcore facts, right? So what happens? The exact opposite happens, right? The exact opposite happens. So so once I got reinstated, I was in fellowship for 2 years. I got reinstated. There was a 2-week period from the time I got reinstated until the time I came out and said, hey, I'm an apostate. I'm leaving this organization. I'm done, right? It was a 2-week period where I had my Jehovah Witness family and friends back in my life for 2 weeks, right? So I made a radical decision to approach my family, my 2 brothers and my mom, right? I sent them a message telling them, listen, I know you guys believe that this is the truth, but X, Y, and Z, but because X, Y, and Z, this is not it. And I want you to look at this video. I sent them the video of Jeffrey Jackson lying under oath, under the Destroying Royal Commission, Destroying Royal Commission back in, I think it was 2015, right? 2015 or 2016. I sent them that video, and I sent them a few of the articles. I was trying to encourage them to look at jwfacts.com, the CSA cases that's going on throughout the world, right? I'm thinking, and listen, I'm going to show my family hardcore facts. This is going to wake them up and help them to realize that this is not the truth. We're all going to leave this organization, right? Like I said, the exact opposite happens. They pull the whole, you're an apostate. We can't talk to you. You're against the religion. They pull that card, right? And I'm like, fuck. Like I said, it's a gamble. When you play that card, it could go either way. Now, if your family and JW friends, if they're smart, if they're rational, logical beings, right? If they're open-minded, they would see the information that you're saying, that you're, the information that you're giving them, right? They would look at it from a rational perspective, from an open-minded perspective, right? And they would come to their own conclusion as to whether if this is true or not. Instead of just listen to men that's telling them, oh, anything that's outside of Jehovah's Witnesses, don't listen to it, right? So unfortunately, my family, they are devoted, brainwashed Jehovah's Witnesses, unfortunately. And they decided to go that route, the Jehovah's Witness route, right? Even though I gave them hardcore proof, hardcore facts. I gave them hardcore facts. You see a video of Jeffrey Jackson, your Australian governing body leader, lying under oath. You would think that would wake up a Jehovah's Witness, right? It's common sense. If he says, oh, we're not the only ones on earth that are God's chosen speaker, God's chosen spoken people for God, right? We're not the only ones. You would think that would wake a witness up, because all my life growing up, we were taught that this is God's one and true religion, right? But if your own leader is lying and saying otherwise, shouldn't that be a fucking wake-up call? So anyhow, 2 years I've been wide awake. 2 years I've been to fellowship. I got reinstated. It was a 2-week period when when I got reinstated. I was able to speak to my JW family and friends. I tried to plant some seeds in that 2 weeks. And then after that 2 weeks, I said, I can't do this anymore. Full apostate mode, right? Started doing videos, went full apostate on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, right? On all platforms. I was letting everybody know, hey, listen, I will no longer be JW. I'm done. I'm done with this with this organization, right? I went hardcore apostate, right? And I don't regret it. Not one day. I don't regret that at all, because I know that the apostates are telling the truth. When you know the truth about the truth, why hold back, right? When you have the truth in your heart, what do you have to fear? You have nothing to fear. Tell the truth. If people don't want to hear the truth, that is their loss. They don't want to be open-minded and do their research, that is their loss, right? So now it's been about 5 months, almost 5 months since I came out as an apostate, right? So 5 months, no speaking to my family, my Jehovah's Witness friends, people that I know in an organization for 20, 30 plus years, cut me off, right? My mom, my 2 brothers, we're done, right? So life has been up and down. Up and down. I'm still in the healing process. This is still new. Like I said, it's only been 5 months since I left completely, right? Since I came out as an apostate, it's been about 5 months. And I'm still in the healing process. I have my days where I'm extremely depressed. I have days where I want to end my life, right? While I'm down and out, but sorry. I'm down but never out. Down but never out, because I always bounce back, right? And the last few days I've been really good. And I just want to encourage people. I'm making this video in particular because I want to encourage people to keep going. Now, this is living proof that you can hit rock bottom, right? I lost my mom, my 2 brothers. So in that sense, from a relationship sense, right? In terms of my family, I hit rock bottom, because unless they wake up, if they don't wake up, me and my family, we're done. I'm never going to talk to them ever again. I don't even know if they're going to have a funeral for me when I pass away. I don't even know if they're going to have a funeral for me, right? I don't know what happens. So In that sense, me and my family are done, right? But I had to pick myself back up because I hit rock bottom. As of a few weeks ago, I have hit rock bottom, right? It's been a lot. It's been a long year, but I'm still here. I'm still optimistic. I'm still ambitious. I'm still hopeful. Life still goes on, right? I want to say this real quick too. So, my mom, she is a devout Jehovah's Witness, right? She's one of these book smart witnesses. She knows the Bible. She knows all her publications, right? She could tell you about the organization from left to right, back to front, up and down. She knows the organization, right? She knows the Bible, the scriptures. She knows the publication, everything, right? She's an intelligent witness, right? So once I've woken up, this is the first time in my life I was able to talk to my mom about, I was able to ask her a question that she couldn't answer properly. This is the first time in my life, right? So I asked her, I said, Mom, and this is during the time where I got reinstated, that 2 weeks where I got reinstated, and then I was a witness, even though I was an apostate. I got reinstated, and I was about to come out as an apostate, but I had 2 weeks to plant seeds, with Jehovah's Witnesses, my family and friends and the organization, right? I had 2 weeks to do so before I came out full apostate. I wanted to plant seeds and let people think for a change, right? So I asked my mom, I said, listen, you can't find the words paradise earth in the Bible, right? I said, Mom, do your research. You can't find a passage where Jesus spoke about paradise earth. Because remember, when I first woke up, that's one of the videos I saw where this brother said this. Not brother, but where this apostate said this, right? And he said, oh, you can't find it. I was trying to prove him wrong. I couldn't. So I put that on my mom. I said, listen, you can't find the words paradise earth in the Bible. You can't find where Jesus spoke about that, right? If this is something that's bound to happen, shouldn't that be in the Bible, right? So, first time in my mom's life, it took her hours. It's almost a whole day to get back to me, right? And when she finally did get back to me, what did she say? My mom, she goes, she sent me that, I forgot the name, I forgot the scripture, right? The scripture of the Bible. But it was a scripture that pretty much said that when Jesus was on a stake about to expire, he looked at the guy next to him, right? And he said to him, you will be with me in paradise earth, right? So she sent me that scripture. And I go, oh, but Mom, when Jesus said that, when he said, oh, sorry, let me go back. He didn't say paradise earth. Jesus said that you will be with me in paradise. That's what he said, paradise. He didn't say paradise earth. He said paradise, right? So I went back to my mom and I said, oh, but Mom, when Jesus said that, he obviously meant in a heavenly spiritual sense, right? Because Jehovah's Witnesses, they don't believe that Jesus is going to be roaming around physically on earth with humans, right? They believe that Jesus is going to be in paradise in heaven, in a heavenly sense, right? Spiritual sense. So when Jesus looked at that guy and said, you will be with me in paradise, he obviously meant heaven, not on earth, right? So my mom goes, oh, well, if you look at jw.org, if you look at the reference on jw.org, the reference quotes, then that means that you would gather information and you would see that he meant that he was talking about a physical paradise. I said, Mom, you referring to jw.org? Is that what you're telling your studies? I said, Mom, jw.org came out in 2014. So guess what? If you were to approach somebody in the 2013 that read that scripture, what would you say to them? Because you can't say jw.org. You can't refer to them with jw.org because jw.org wasn't out back then. There was no reference quotes prior 2014. So what would you tell people back then, but before 2014, if jw.org wasn't out and you had to show them reference quotes? I thought so. I thought so. First time in my mom's life, she couldn't answer a question. First time, right? Apostate, 1. Jehovah Witness, 0. Anywho, so fast forward 5 months. Here we are. I'm now healing. I'm in a healing process of leaving the Jehovah Witness cult, right? I'm healing. Now, when you leave the cult, right? A lot of times, I noticed this. I watched a lot of ex-JW videos, right? A lot of people, they're still angry. They still have grudges against the organization, right? But they're not properly healing. They're not moving on. Life isn't meant to be lived, right? It's one thing. I understand we're angry. You know, we've been lied to, especially the born-ins, right? This is all we ever known, and we have to wake up from this cult and realize that our entire lives was a lie. What? Right? But this is one thing that I'm personally doing, right? I want to share this with you guys. So I had a lot of hate in me the last 2 years. Once I woken up, I realized that my entire life was a lie. Like I said, even when I was fully inactive twice, I still believed that this was the truth. Still believed in paradise, earth, still believed in Armageddon, the Great Tribulation, everything, right? But once I woken up, I was filled with anger. But the last 2 years, filled with anger and hatred in my heart, right? But I have to remind myself, there is life after this. Waking up, that is the best thing that we could do. That's only the beginning, to be honest. And we have that over the Jehovah's Witnesses, because remember, the Jehovah's Witnesses, there's going to be a lot of people that's never going to wake up. They are literally going to die believing in a lie. They're going to serve their entire lives waiting for a paradise earth, that's never going to happen, right? Their entire lives for nothing. So if you've woken up from this religion, guess what? You're one step ahead of the Jehovah's Witnesses. You're one step ahead. You have freedom, right? You could truly be yourself. You could be your true, authentic self and live your life for you, right? So yeah, it's sad. A lot of us, we're going to lose our family and friends, and we have lost our family and friends. But on the flip side, if you look at the positive, you're awake. Your life is now yours. Your life no longer belongs to the Watchtower, right? So you have to be thankful for that. Because like I said, a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses, they're never going to wake up. They're going to die believing in this bullshit, right? So one thing that I'm trying to do, I'm trying to regain my happiness. I'm trying to find reasons to keep going, right? Because when you lose your family and friends, that is traumatic. That's a traumatic experience. It's traumatizing, especially your family, your parents, your brother, siblings. That's a lot. That's a lot for anybody to take on, right? But you have to find reasons to keep going. So a few things I'm trying to do, right? Me personally, I go to the gym. The gym helps a lot. I suffer with depression, have anxiety, I have borderline personality disorder, right? So me going to the gym, it helps out a lot with that. Also, I keep in touch with my friends, right? Because my friends now have become my family. I have friends, and thank God, when I was inactive, I have friends that I know for over a decade, right? I have people that love me for who I am. Thank God for that, right? So make sure you have friends. Make sure you have a network of people that actually love you for you and not for the damn religion, right? 3, have something to look forward to. Now, me personally, I love traveling. At the end of the year, end of December, I'm going to Australia for vacation, right? I'm going to be there for a few weeks. I have friends out there. Every year, I try to travel. I live in Hawaii, right? I'm on an island in the middle of nowhere. So I love to just travel twice. I try to travel twice a year. Have something to look forward to. Next year, November, next Thanksgiving, 2024, I planned I'm going to have a Thanksgiving with ex-JWs for the first time, right? we all have something to look forward to. So make sure you have hobbies. Make sure you have something to look forward to. Traveling, hanging out with friends. Keep yourself occupied. Keep yourself busy, right? And like I said, me personally, when I travel, it gives me something to look forward to. I have friends in other cities, other states, other countries that I can visit, right? That gives me a reason to keep going. That gives me hope, right? Because I lost my family, so I need something else that's going to replace that. And thank God I have friends that love me way more than my family. And that's sad to even say out loud. That's sad to even say out loud. So this is my healing process after leaving the Jehovah's Witness cult, right? But I want to share that with you guys, please, because I know you guys are struggling as well. You ex-JWs. You lost your family, right? You lost your friends. Like I said, have a network of friends. Make new connections, new friends. Have hobbies, right? Keep yourself occupied, keep yourself busy. As you know, as witnesses, they always taught us, but they didn't really teach this, but I met a lot of witnesses that had this mentality. Oh, I'll travel in the new system. I'll get married in the new system. I have kids in the new system, right? That was their mentality. Their mentality is to wait for the new system. They was going to have to leave their life on pause right now and wait for the new system. Our life is right now. We have one life to live. This is it. This is it. So live your life. Enjoy your life. Have hobbies. Make new friends, new connections. Travel the world. Do whatever you have to do right now, right? Because when we were in the religion, we had this mentality. Oh, I'll wait. I'll do this later. There's another world coming. I'll do that. No, this is now. You have one life to live. Live it now. Enjoy it right now. And that is helping me with my healing process. And guys, don't be scared. If you need to see a therapist, you need any additional help, resources, don't be scared to see a therapist. Don't be scared to watch YouTube videos about people suffering with depression, anxiety, and so forth, right? Don't be scared to read self-help books. I've done that in the past. And those books have helped tremendously, right? Because once you leave a cult, you need some type of help. You can't do it on your own. There's no way in hell you're going to do it on your own. You need some type of help, right? So be open-minded. Like I said, have hobbies. Have a network of friends. Have things to look forward to. Right? Remember, this organization has set us up for failure. Now it's our time to regain our life back, right? It's our time to live for us, because we live for the watchtower. We live for the organization, right? Live for yourself. Have things to look forward to, right? And I promise you, that will help you in your healing process. Because the healing process, me personally, I know I'm always going to be damaged. As long as I'm never going to speak to my family again, that's a big possibility, right? I may never speak to my family ever again. I have to accept that. And because of that, I will always be damaged. But I'm still going to keep going. I'm still going to live my life. I'm still going to progress, right? I'm not trying to feel sorry for myself just because I lost my family, because life goes on, right? And there's 8 billion people out there. There's only 8 million JWs, Jehovah's Witnesses, but there's 8 billion. There's a whole world out there, right? So you could hurt. You go through the pain. If you need to cry, let yourself cry. Go through the emotions of losing your family and friends, right? But don't lose hope, right? And continue to heal, continue to make progress, continue to live your life for you, right? Remember, make new friends, a network of friends. Have hobbies, have things to look forward to. Wherever your interest is, excuse me, wherever your interest is, right? Do that. It could be poetry, writing music, listen to music, hiking, anything. Whatever you desire, whatever you want to do, whatever you love doing, whatever your hobbies is, do that. Indulge in that. Keep yourself occupied, keep yourself busy. Remember, there is life at the watchtower, right? And I'm just telling you guys, this is how I'm healing. And it's helping me. It's helping me. I'm hurting, healing, depressed, happy, sad, all this at the same time, right? Life is a journey. It's a journey. And it may take some time, but you will eventually get where you want to be where and be where you need to be, right? Eventually. But life is a journey, right? Healing is a process. It's not an overnight quick fix, right? So this is my personal experience. I had to leave in a watchtower. Like I said, it's only been about 5 months since I left, but I'm healing, hurting, happy, I'm hopeful. I'm all these things at the same time, right? And remember, guys, remember one thing: life always goes on. Don't lose hope. All right. Keep yourself occupied. Make new connections. Have things to look forward to. If you don't have a passport, think about getting a passport. Travel the world. Why not? It's 8 billion people on this planet. Travel. Live your life. Do you. Indulge in your hobbies. All right, guys? All right, I'm going to end this video on that note, but I hope this video was helpful to anyone that's struggling, anyone that has left the organization, right? Just remember, there's 8 billion people on this planet. So if your family and your JW friends that you know in your entire life, if they can't love you for you, guess what? You will meet other people out there that will, because I have, and I never thought I would. Like I said, I have friends overseas that love me more than my own family. So if that can happen to me, that can happen to you. Guys, I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.